The South China Morning Post has warned that Washington's growing military pressure on Venezuela may drive Latin America closer to Beijing.
China knows all about gunboat diplomacy and Western imperialism. That is why it is sympathetic to countries across the Caribbean and South America now being threatened by a military buildup by the United States.
According to reports, Washington has dispatched 3 destroyers with an amphibious squadron carrying 4,000 Marines to waters off Venezuela. While the stated purpose is to disrupt drug cartels, Caracas, not unreasonably, sees it as a challenge to its sovereignty and security, the editorial noted. China's foreign ministry also criticized the U.S. naval buildup, warning against interference in Venezuela's affairs and stressing respect for international law. Spokesperson Mao Ning urged Washington to change course.
China opposes the use or threat of force in international relations and the interference of external forces in Venezuela's internal affairs under any pretext. We oppose any move that violates the UN Charter and a country's sovereignty and security.
Venezuela, in turn, has announced its own deployment. Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez said the operation will include drones on multiple missions, checkpoints for surveillance, Navy infantry patrols in rivers such as the Catatumbo, as well as naval patrols in Lake Maracaibo, the Gulf of Venezuela, and larger ships stationed in the country's northern territorial waters. AP reported that about 15,000 armed forces personnel will take part in patrols against the armed terrorist drug trafficking groups operating on the border with Colombia. President Nicolas Maduro added that Venezuela is free of coca leaf crops and free of cocaine production, accusing Washington of ignoring its own drug crisis. The SCMP stressed, with such naked aggression from the US, more Latin American countries may just move closer to Beijing.